We're back again, and today we're going to be looking at how much Minecraft objects would be in real life, part 4.
Today I want to focus on more of like the food side of Minecraft. I'm going to look at various craftable food recipes. We're going to see which ones are expensive. We're not going to do it in any particular order. We're just going to whack them out because who cares. Let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do for nobody's birthday is a cake. So we should all know the recipe for cake. But if you don't, it's 3 buckets of milk, 2 sugars, 1 egg and 3 stacks of wheat. So what we'll do is we'll start at the bottom, we'll start with the wheat and then we'll go all the way up to the top to the milk and we'll just work out the value from there. So this is insanely cheap. 1 kilogram of wheat is between £1.54 and £6.17. That's almost ridiculous. We're just going to go with £4 per wheat. And as we know, £4 times 3 is £12, so the amount of wheat in a Minecraft cake is only worth £12. We're off to a great start.
So a bit of research done, a bit of time taken, and I find out that a kilogram of sugar is £1.09. It seems fairly straightforward, but we'll times that by 2, and that'll give us £2.18. So the sugar is £2.18. This is turned out to be really cheap. So now we've got to add the two totals together. So we've got £2.18 plus £12, that gives us £14.18. So it's coming out to be really cheap so far. It's a proper budget cake.
So now we'll do the one and only, literally the one and only, an egg. How exciting is that? So I can't find the price for 1 egg, which isn't surprising. I literally looked everywhere, but I'll find the price for a pack of 12, and the one we've got at Tesco is £3.15. 3.15 divided by the 12 eggs to get 1 is a whopping 0.2625. What is even the point in this cake? So we're just going to round that one up to 26p just to make life easier. So for the 1 egg on the cake, it's 26p. How interesting is that? So as usual, we've got to add the totals together. So we'll do £14.18 plus the 26p, and that gives us £14.44. I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't think we've had anything this cheap on the series ever. So for the milk, it's a bit of a weird one because I know on Minecraft it's buckets of milk, but are you really seeing anybody carrying around buckets of milk? No. But there are barrels of milk, and that's all what we're going to do. So I found this barrel of milk for £159. Finally, we're actually getting some high amounts. This is a miracle. Now it is getting big. 159 times 3 gives us £477. Finally, we're actually getting some big numbers. And then for the final amount, £14.44 plus £477 is £491.44. That sounds a bit more realistic. Well, obviously less realistic, but that sounds a bit more realistic for what we've done so far. Who would have guessed that the milk out of all is the most expensive by a long shot as well? Let's move on to the next one before I lose my sanity. So now knowing how much wheat is, I thought we'd carry on with the sweet stuff and we'll work out how much a cookie is. So I know it costs 8 cookies, but we'll just go with what we're given. We'll just do the crafting recipe and we'll see where it lands us. So we already know that 1 stack of wheat is £4 from the cake. All we've got to do so far is times that by 2 and then we're going to get £8. So that's how much the wheat is in the cookie. So now we've got an unusual one. We've got to find out how much cocoa beans would be. To my surprise though, this was fairly simple. I just googled how much cocoa beans and it comes up with £2.90. So this one was a fairly simple one. We'll do £8 plus £2.90, which gives us £10.90. So to make a cookie or 8 cookies in Minecraft, it's £10.90. That's probably the most realistic one we've had in this entire series. Wow, I feel like I'm back to normality now. Here's an idea. Let's do something absolutely stupid which nobody else has ever thought of before. We're gonna find out the value of beetroot soup. Why? Because we're stupid and we've got absolutely nothing else better to do with our time. So as you can see, the drop dead gorgeous recipe for a beetroot soup is 6 beetroots and 1 bowl. Seems pretty straightforward. Let's get into it. Another stupid idea, let's go with a super crazy expensive bowl. I found this one for £83.58. We're off to an awesome start. I wonder how much the beetroot's going to be. So to find the beetroots, I've been looking far and wide, and I found whatever website this is, I have absolutely no idea, and it reckons that beetroot for 6 is £3.50. I don't know if that's accurate. It doesn't sound accurate at all, but oh well, who cares, we'll go with it anyway. To get the total as usual, we'll add £83.58 to £3.50, which turns out to be £87.08 for beetroot soup. Who would have saw that one coming? I mean, we did use some fancy bowl, but you know, it was definitely worth it for a shot. And that is all the comparisons I'm doing for today. If you have any ideas of sort of comparisons to do, let me know in the comments. I'm always responding, and I'll pick it up next time.